guys, welcome back to another episode of Kayleigh Grows. And today I'm going to be repotting a couple of plants that I got in the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to give you guys some little updates about my life. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my tripod to look down. So I don't know how much of this is going to actually be in frame. So we will see. I think I'm just kind of going to have to talk through what I'm doing and show you guys as I go. Every time I tip my tripod down to have my camera look down, the whole camera falls down. I think my camera is just too heavy for this specific tripod. I have it tightened all the way and it just slowly falls down. So won't be doing that. I did get this potting mat from Walmart, so I am actually going to be able to pot inside without many worries. My new place is all tile, as you can see, so not too worried about it, but it's still nice that I don't have to sweep as much. I think so it's just green, nothing too crazy. I think I just snap it up here, maybe. Yeah, that looks kind of right. I've seen people with more plasticky ones, and this one's mostly fabric, so I mean, that works. It's nothing too fancy. I mean, it was only $5 at Walmart. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see this mat at all. So that's fun. But yeah, I don't really know which plant to do first. I think I'm going to do my little plants first and then do the biggest one. But the plants that I'm going to be repotting today are my philodendron tortum. It did grow a new leaf since I last showed you guys. It's so cute. I'm also going to be repotting my, oh my gosh, what is this one? My Anthurium pallidiflorum. This one also is in the process of putting off a new leaf. It hasn't unrolled yet, but it's still there. I'm excited to see how it grows because I know anthuriums, they grow their leaves pretty small and then they expand. Next is going to be my Epipremnum giganteum, the variegated one. I'm going to be replanting that. I don't have any changes on that one. I'm going to be repotting my Alocasia Frydek. This guy is not super happy. It came to me not super happy, so I'm hoping... I mean, its roots look really good. It's a little bit dry just because I wanted to let it dry out before I repotted it. But I'm hoping that I can get another new leaf sometime soon. And then last but not least, I have this Alocasia Stingray. So this is from a local nursery. They don't have a ton, but they do have a couple of really beautiful alocasias. So I've been wanting an Alocasia Stingray for a very long time, and here we are. So yeah, with that being said, I'm just going to begin. I don't have a fancy, a fancy potting mix right now. Usually I like to make my own, but I just have a regular Walmart one. All of my potting stuff is still in Tennessee, which is kind of going to be part of my little chat for today. But yeah, let's get ready for some story time, I guess. So I have a couple of little pots, again, just from Walmart that I'm going to be potting all these into. But yeah, so it's been a little while since I've talked to you guys about what's going on in my life. I moved down to Texas. It is about 2 months ago now, and I have yet to go back to Tennessee. Oh, that was close. Maybe I'll lay it on its side. I have yet to go back to Tennessee. I really thought that it was going to be just a couple of weeks before I went back and got the rest of my stuff. And that is not the case. I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be to find a house around here. And it has been very difficult. I ended up having to stay in my temporary housing. I thought that it was only going to be 4 weeks. I ended up being in that temporary housing for 5 weeks, which is fine. I'm not upset about it. But I originally was going to go back to Tennessee to get the rest of my furniture, the rest of my plants, my dog, all of that. I was planning on going back what would that be? The second to last weekend in March, just figuring out like dates and stuff. However, I had someone pretty close to me pass away. He was very young, so it was definitely a shock. So this past weekend, that's why I don't have a video ready for you guys. My video scheduling is completely off. I went up to Raleigh for his funeral to be with my family and his family. He's a very close family friend, kind of like a cousin. Yeah, so I did not go to Tennessee that weekend. Instead, I was in Raleigh, so very different. And it actually looks nice. But instead, I'm going to be going to Tennessee to get the rest of my stuff. Not this coming week, the week after. So that's going to be like the second week in April to go get the rest of my things. And I'm going to get the rest of my plants. It's kind of hard to make plant videos without many plants. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 plants right now, and all of them are very tiny, so I don't have a whole lot to talk about besides just like list videos and things like that, which aren't my favorite to make. So just a little bit different, but yeah. So since I've been in Texas, everything has been actually very, very good though. I love the island that I'm living on. I love my new job, which is the whole reason why I moved here. And I love my coworkers. I feel like I'm finally doing what I was supposed to be doing. I'm just reusing the soil for this one because the soil is actually nicer than the potting soil that I have. Yeah, I have been to a couple of releases already to release sea turtles. I have learned so much, and I just finally feel like I'm doing what I was put on this earth to do, which is weird because I feel like my whole life I've been trying to get here. And now that I'm here, I'm kind of like, oh, well, what do I do now? Which like totally should not be my mindset, but it is. I'm honestly just trying to figure out how to be like settled in a place, because I don't normally settle. I am kind of sort of a nomad, and which is great, but I am 28 and I am ready to kind of find that place that I can stay in so I can maybe someday far in the distance, find a house, really make it my own, have a true home, which would be really cool. And yeah, that's kind of the goal now that I'm at the place that I really love, but it's kind of hard to settle in when I don't even have any of my furniture. This room that I'm in has the most amount of furniture. It's literally just a bed and a bedside table. So that's great. I don't have a couch. I don't have a table. I don't have anything. So I eat, sleep, hang out in my bed. But yeah, so I am like very happy here. I miss my boyfriend Ryan, which you guys might have, you guys haven't met him once I started doing plant videos, but Ryan and I have been together 6 years. We had our anniversary a couple weeks ago, and we are doing well. The distance is definitely difficult. He is figuring out what he wants to do with his like career and such currently. So he just started this job in like October or November, and then I moved here in February. So of course he's going to try and stay at that job a little bit longer. He is doing very well at it. They really like him there, which is great. But unfortunately, that means that we've had to be long distance. This is not the first time that we have been long distance. We actually met on a dating app, but that was when he was traveling for work and I was in the process of moving to North Carolina. So we were long distance for 1.5 years then. And then when I moved to Tennessee, we were long distance for, I think it was like 2 or 3 months. And now we have been long distance again. It's been 2 months since I've seen him. I feel really lucky that we are so like secure in our relationship that we can do long distance. Of course, I miss him like crazy. And I want him to come down here someday, but obviously all of the parts need to line up. And even though I'm happy, he needs to be happy too. And I don't want to be the only source of his happiness. We have had that in the past, because if you guys have been part of my journey for a while, Ryan is disabled and he got in a pretty rough accident, and he couldn't work for a couple of years. So I joked around at the time saying that he was my stay-at-home boyfriend, which he was. It was nice during the time that I could, he would do all of the shopping and cleaning and cooking and all of that, which was nice because I had a very long commute at that time. However, being the only source of someone's happiness is stressful, because at that time he didn't have any friends in the area because I moved down to North Carolina, and I went to school down there, but he had never lived in North Carolina. So, and it was the pandemic, so it's not like we could go out to meet more people or he could get closer to any of my friends' significant others, which he ended up getting pretty close with them, slowly but surely throughout the years. But during the pandemic, we couldn't really meet up with people, and he couldn't make his own friends or anything like that. He couldn't work, so he couldn't meet friends like that. And so that was definitely difficult on both of us, because he didn't want me to be his only source of happiness, and I don't want to be his only source of happiness. I want him to be happy. I love this. I want him to be happy on his own, and then me to be happy on my own, and then we can be happy together, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm totally rambling. I thought that talking about my job and my move and all of that were going to take up more time. However, I am on my last plant, and then I will show you guys up close what all these plants look like. But yeah, so my new house, I am like a block and a half from the beach, which is chef's kiss, beautiful, amazing. I'm actually going to be going there after this. I haven't decided if I want to go to the gym first or go to the beach first. I'm dressed for the gym right now. But I think I'm actually going to go to the beach first because the sun's actually out right now, but it's not like crazy strong. I think if I go to the gym, I might miss some of that sun. So, yeah. So the last is my Alocasia stingray, which is, oh boy, like really in here. Yeah, probably a good thing that I'm repotting her. Wow. Maybe I should have up-potted her more. Actually, no, that's probably good. So this pot is about an inch bigger, and I was actually worried that it was going to be too big. But I think it's going to be perfect. But yeah, I am minutes from work. I am like less than 10 minutes from work. I am steps from the beach. The island is only like a mile wide, so I could even walk to the lagoon side if I wanted to go paddleboarding, which when I get all of my furniture and all of my plants, I will be getting my paddleboard as well. I'm also going to be getting my dog and all of my plants and all of my pets. If you guys know me, I have a lot of pets. Actually, before I left, I got a couple more frogs, which I have not introduced you guys to. They're probably going to be big by the time I get them, but I want to make another terrarium for them because I don't want them all living together. They're a different species of frog, and they're a little bit bigger, and frogs can be cannibalistic, so I don't want them all living together. But right now, they're probably a good size to be together, just not for a whole lot longer. I only have 2 of those, and I am kind of waiting to see if they are males and females, to see if I need to get a 3rd one to hopefully have a breeding situation. I'm hoping that they're either both females or both males, because I don't want them interbreeding. I know that they're part of the same clutch because I actually raised them at my last job, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, all right, so this is the Alocasia stingray in this cute little white pot. I just have to find a spot for her. I have lots of space in this house. This is my Epipremnum giganteum. Cute. I love a white pot with a pop of green. This is my Alocasia Frydek. This leaf is slowly dying off, but I want it to photosynthesize as long as possible before I snip it. Philodendron tortum. I actually think I might see another little growth point coming in, so that'll be nice to get another leaf. And then last but not least, woo, my, I almost said Epipremnum. My Anthurium, I lost the name. What did I do with the little stick that had its name on it? Oh boy, did I like bury it down in here? Maybe. Politiforum, is that what it is? Anthurium politiforum. It's fine. It's whatever. My Anthurium. Real cute. Real adorable. But yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys today. So it's just kind of like a little cute little story time update kind of thing. But yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.